So hello everyone, welcome to the sixth episode of the Dialog Project. We have with us Hussain Bhinderwala, who is a computer science undergrad from SPIT, which is Sardar Patel Institute of Technology at Bombay. And he has worked in the past as an associate product manager with Work India. Currently, he's working as an associate product manager at Byju. Welcome, Hussain. Thank you for joining us today.
Hey Akash, thank you so much for the introduction. Glad to be here and join you guys.
Sure. So let's move on to the questions we have for you. The first question is regarding your normal workday. So how does your workday look like?
I work as a APM at an associate product manager at Byju, and my work basically revolves around data design and product management and engineering. So the basic thing is, like, in the morning we have normal stand-ups when we give our updates, what we have been working on, what are going to work today, and how is our deadlines looking forward to, right? And we give a soft update that, okay, what are features we have released, so how are they looking at, are they ready to go in production, what are the results of the previous experiments which we have done. So that is the first part of the day. Then you sit and you work on ideas and look around data and stuff, right? So the thing is that we have sprints, and if you know Agile, many companies follow the Agile pattern, like they run sprints. Within sprint, there are phases, like there is a pre-sprint phase where you ideate, you create requirements. During the sprint phase where you work with the engineering team and whatever idea you're doing, they're executing it. So you ensure that there is timely and good execution happening. And post sprint is where you do analysis of whatever thing is gone live. Are you getting enough data or not? That's it.
Okay. Understood. So are there any specific tools or softwares which you use in your work?
So as a product manager, you'll be doing a lot of different things all together at the same time, right? Like for data analysis, you'll be using Tableau, some SQL, what do you call it? Developer platform where you can just write queries and get data, right? Like I use Snowflake at Byju, there's Metabase, then there's Datagraph and all. Then your basic Excel is everywhere used. So Excel, where you can do calculation and everything. For designs and wireframes, we use Figma, which is a easy to drag and drop tool where you can create wireframes, you can create use of flows and everything. And I guess for user calling and all, every team has their own CRMs and stuff. So every company has their own CRM, so you can just log into it and work around.
Okay. So like you use a mix of company softwares and external softwares.
Yeah,
right?
and I forgot to mention this. You'll be hearing a lot of the software about Jira, right? So Jira is basically a ticketing platform wherein you create tickets of your task and various teams can collaborate on it and give an update of it, right? Like if I want to create tasks, which is a feature, so I'll tag in the engineering team, I'll tag in the design folks, I'll tag in data folks, what is the progress? Everybody will give a collaborative, you can see the whole progress of the task on that platform. So it's good for sprints and basic your project management.
Yeah. Okay. Task delegation. Okay.
Yeah.
So having worked as an APM both at Work India, which was an early stage startup, and now at Byju, which is a relatively in its a high growth phase. So like, do you see any difference in your job role in both of them?
Yes. So I'll be honest that there's a huge difference working in a startup and who's like a very young startup at 4 to 5 years and working with a full large scale company like Byju. At Work India, being like in startup, you say there are team size crunch, right? So as a product manager, your roles are more extended towards everything. You also work as a designer. You also work as a data person. You also work as a testing and QA quality analyst person, right? So you have hands on everywhere and you get to pick up more responsibilities and roles across. You are running a lot of things around. In Byju, as a company grows, your product problems increases, problems in the sense the problem statements. And you have various teams for each and every problem statement, right? So they have this pod structure, wherein every problem statement has its own pod. Pod, you can say, is a small company within a company. right? Whatever minimum
Okay.
people you require, you need a product person, you need an engineering person, data person. All of them will work together in a pod, and they'll have their own problem statement to work on. So right now in Byju's, that thing is happening with me.
Okay. So the work was more fluid in at Work India, and now it's more focused,
Yeah,
to summarize. Okay.
yeah.
So for someone who wishes to break into the PM category, which skills or tools or software should one build on?
To break into PM, I would say is that like there are different types of PM, right? Somebody are good
Okay.
in data. They're good in data, one data decision, deriving data. Somebody are good in delivering stuff, right? They will ensure execution and the delivery of the product with no bugs or anything, right? Somebody is good in designing part of it. So I would say nobody can do all of them together. Focus on one of these skill traits. Another good skill set I would say is communication and quick decision making, right? Because you need to manage a lot of stakeholders around the company, around yourself, right? And communication is vital there. Then, like I said, decision making, you cannot stall a decision or cannot spend more time on just getting one decision done, right? You need to fail faster and move on faster, in better words, I would say.
Mhm.
So these also are important skill set, I would say. And overall domain knowledge, like a product person should not only be dwelled in his job all the time, like just be executing stuff at his job. You can also broaden your thinking, broaden your horizon by looking what other competitors are doing, study what's going around in the world, around yourself, around the company, right? So that is how you can at least know how product works, or even your own product or even your competitor's product, to get an understand. Yeah, okay, there's some new feature which they rolled out. Can it be used in our use case? If we have a similar problem, can we create a new innovative thing, right? So all this requires a daily dedicated research and dedicated reading, I would say, and along with your daily soft
Okay.
skills and hard skills, like I said.
Okay. Understood. Understood. Wonderful. Okay.
So like what compensation one can expect in this job profile, like at the beginning of one's career and after getting some couple of years of experience?
It depends on the company actually, like how well the company is performing, right? So usually, like I cannot put a exact number to it, but you can range it from around 10 lakh to 15 lakh for the start person LPA. But it totally depends on the company. Like some companies, if they can give you good opportunities, but they don't have money in the bank, so they'll provide you a less salary, but will give you in exchange for ESOPs or equity, right?
Okay,
So that's how that totally depends on the company how it's going. Right?
okay, got it. So what can one's growth trajectory be as a product manager? So like how does the responsibilities vary as one progress into the job?
Yes. So like I said, decision making is very at the core of product management, right?
Okay,
So initially in my when I started in product management, I was more in the execution side. Requirements were passed on to me. I just needed to ensure that whatever is according to requirement is built and deployed under production, right?
okay,
So from there, then a couple of months later, I was given a first project to think about it, like come up with my own feature requirements. So as an APM, PM, SPM, you will be working very closely with the product and the product requirements and at the current stage and near future stage. As you progress up the ladder, therein your responsibility turns out to be about looking in the future as well and looking at the present state, right? As a AVP of products or director of products, you lead a team. So team management role comes into picture there. You need to be very smart about whose strengths are what and weaknesses are what, so you can assign them those projects, right? So you also need to build up a team which is robust and aligns with your ideology and vision, right?
okay,
So it becomes more of a leadership role as it when progress, but even your stakeholder responsibility increases, right? Like as a APM, you just report to your manager, but your manager reports to the upper management and even has to work around with the people below him, right? So the people around him and he needs to answer increase.
Okay, got it.
Could you like tell us what were the basic steps involved in the job application process for this role?
So for Byju's, you mean?
Yes, for Byju's.
Yeah. So at Byju's, when I came to know about the opening, for me there were around 2 rounds. One with the PM there and one with the AVP there. My preparation was like the classical PM interviews are about knowing how well you can think and give apt answers on the spot, right? So they have those case study questions. They have questions like what are the few, which is your favorite product? What are the bad things and good things about it? How will you improve it? And if you want to improve it, what are the metrics you'll look at? So these are all your day-to-day, what are you gonna do day-to-day as a product manager? These questions as it is asked on in the interviews, and plus you need to be good at ideating and thinking little bit beyond than what other people would think, right? To crack these interviews, getting a very repetitive answer is okay. Is a good start for to be a PM. Like everybody, the interview will know okay, you're thinking in the right direction. But you also need to have some differentiators in your answers where you can that will make you a good candidate to guess the best candidate in the interview. So that is I read some books. I would suggest one book, Decode and Conquer by Lewis Lynn. So that book involves all the question answers of different types, like the technical round of PM, the ideation round of PM, the culture round of a PM, and what are the questions asked and what are the answers to it. So that book helped me in working out. Plus, for to know about what PM does in his day-to-day life, there's another book known as Inspired by Marty Kagan. It's like a textbook. It's literally a textbook, and you can just read the points and find out okay, this is a day-to-day works of a PM, and you'll be questioned around and you'll be doing all this stuff I just mentioned in that book, right? So these 2 books I had read, and I guess I had applied the concepts in my interview as well.
Okay. Moving on, how do you think this job profile of a product manager will transform in the coming decade, or if how will it change if it will change?
So a product manager is at heart an entrepreneur only, right? He does a lot of things which is in a way a entrepreneur will do in his own company. He'll be at the user facing side of his product. He'll speak to users. He'll be at the decision making side of the product. He'll be at the execution side of the product, right? So if you see in the next decade, as in when new technologies are coming up, right? Now we are in Web 3.0. There is also crypto going on around. So you will need to be subject matter experts in each of these fields to be a seasoned product manager in that phase. Like if I come and I'll tell you I'm a Web3 expert and as a product guy, I can easily get a job and I can easily give my 2 cents on everything, right? On this space. So product managers in the future, I would say, being based on experience, will be subject matter experts of some industries.
Right. Got it. So normally we have in every video we have a surprise question for our guests. It's nothing nothing difficult, but just how would you envision an ideal say future for you, maybe 5 to 10 years down the line?
Ideal future. So that, like I said, I believe in the part of imparting knowledge to people, like whatever I've learned. So right, like when I was starting as a APM, I had a lot of guidance around me, which kind of helped me to accelerate and get in a job really well, right? And I want to make it accessible to people, whoever wants to aspire. Like it should be a very quick solution kind of thing. If I want to be a PM, yeah, I am there at a beck and call. So down the line, I want to be a what do you call a veteran in product management, and try to impart as much as knowledge I have gained over the years in the future, and to whoever is willing to know about it. And yeah, be somewhat of an teacher instructor kind of thing. Yeah.
That's great. With this, we come to the end of the video. Thank you so much, Hussain. You are already an inspiration for a lot of people, and let's hope that this video reaches to many more people. And like you need to get out there more, right? Your story needs to get out there more. So thank you so much for being on our show.
So yeah, thank you guys for having me here. I feel very privileged and honored to be on this with you guys and share my journey with everyone on watching us. And yeah, to people who are aspiring to be product managers, it's wish you all the best, and keep hustling. It's everybody's dreams come true. So yeah.
Hey folks, thank you for watching our video.
Please like and share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Also, guys, please don't forget to mention your views in the comment section below, and see you soon with our next video.